The 2011 Ford F150. 62 years went by and Ford did not change the major underpinnings of this vehicle. The exterior has changed, but now for 2011, the whole Ford F150 has been completely reconfigured. It not only has a new underpinning for the vehicle, it's also class leading in towing, hauling and fuel economy. This is definitely a Ford beast. The TI VCT engine is a V8 in this vehicle and gives it the best-in-class towing at 10,000 pounds. It also has best-in-class fuel economy, 15 and 21, 15 for the city, 21 for the highway. And I have some pretty serious hills around here, and I've actually been getting around 16 miles a gallon going up hills. The exterior styling has become a lot more subtle over the last few years, but it still has some of the reflections from previous F150s. The 2-bar grille, for instance. The front hasn't changed that much. A lot of small changes, but not much in the overall style. But once you get into the rest of the body, you'll notice some very subtle changes for 2011, and that body has changed subtly over the last few years. Some of them are some very small creases in the metal, and also the shape of the daylight opening space. Now that's been tweaked just a little bit to give you a little more daylight by changing some of the side windows where they drop down at the front. Also, the back of the vehicle has changed to come in line with the rest of Ford's lineup. If you take some of their SUVs and their crossover vehicles and take a look at the back end, you can see it reflected in this vehicle. But the F150 is the workhorse. It has all the functionality and still looks fairly pleasant. But I have to change my tune 180 degrees on the inside. The outside, very subtle and straightforward, not about telling you that you can do the job, but just about doing it. The inside, it's all about the bling. In fact, this is probably the nicest F150 I've ever driven on the inside, particularly the leather seating. It's finely stitched, it's soft, well bolstered and comfortable. It holds you in the seat without pitch and roll when you're towing. It also gives you all the electronic amenities that you expect in something a little more expensive and definitely not in the truck class. In fact, in some sedans, you don't even see the technology that I'm seeing on the inside of this F150. It has all your iPod connectivity and your navigation. It's easy to use. It's nice to ride in. There's a reason Ford are where they are, in the #1 position in many categories, because they give you choices. If you want a vehicle that has hauling power, they give you the bigger engines. If you want a vehicle that can take a larger load, but you don't need to have a heavy load, they can give you an engine that can do that. It's about giving you options, and that is exactly what Ford have done in the F150.